Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of August 24th, guys. I hope you use that new moon energy to really harness in some of your new goals, get a little bit more motivated. I know I did, trying to use it as best as possible. Now, this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, so check all three, especially that rising sign. And if you guys aren't sure where your placements are, there's a free calculator down below. All right, Scorpio, let's jump into it and let's see what this week has in store for you. August 24th. Almost there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I guess not. And a theme for the week. Love it. We have the Nine of Swords, the Chariot, the Six of Swords, the Justice card, the King of Coins, the Five of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the theme is the Emperor. You know what, Scorp? I think this is really good for you, especially in regards to your own kind of control over your emotions when it comes to your career. Now, when we have it starting out with the Nine of Swords and the Chariot, there's going to be some stress, and it's probably from the previous week. The Nine of Swords is thinking like, the worst case scenario. What happens if this happens? What happens if my office closes again? What happens if this person opens their mouth again, or we get these arguments or this drama at work? The stress that you're experiencing is not to torture you, Scorpio. It's to kind of put a fire under your ass. I'm just going to speak plainly. The Chariot card's like, you know what? You're not going to sit in this stressful energy. You refuse to be negative. You refuse to be glass half empty, and you're refusing to focus on the things that are kind of pricking at you, knowing that you can't really control them. So instead of creating more problems, a self-fulfilling prophecy, you're getting moving. You have the Chariot, so you're like, you know what? When it comes to your job, you're looking at other options. You're looking at new locations. Perhaps you're looking at a different company. Perhaps you're looking at relocating in some way, maybe changing up what you offer. But this is a good thing. Sometimes some of the best changes, the best opportunities arise from confrontation, arise because you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Now you have the Six of Swords. When it comes to your career, your work, your choices in your work, there's going to be some changes. Now, for some of you, that's a literal physical change. You might be relocating to a new department, a new office, or a new job entirely. You might be incorporating more movement in your work. So perhaps you're going to your client or your customer versus them coming to you. Or you even might be making new plans that are less stressful. So maybe instead of one-on-ones with clients, maybe you're doing more Zoom chats, or maybe you're deciding to sell more products instead of doing more services. There's going to be a switch up, a change in idea and pace when it comes to your career, but this is really, really good, Scorpio. We have the Justice card. The Justice card isn't just about the courts, and very well could be. So if any, and you have the King of Coins. So if any Scorpios out there are dealing with any court cases, with work, finances of any form, this is going to be a very good financial outcome. So please don't give up. Keep on fighting that good fight. Believe in yourself. Defend yourself in every way. Now, for those of you who do not have any court cases pending, this is about imbalance. You know, there might be imbalance at work. There might be not, maybe your employer is taking more of your commission than they should be, or maybe they've raised the rent, and you're like, wait a minute, how can you be doing this during this time? Or maybe you're not getting your due or being valued. Something is off in some way, and it's more than likely messing with your money, your finances, or even opportunities. Maybe they've switched over an account to a different department, and you've been working on that account for 6 months. Maybe you've been having these clients forever, but the way that the company is structured, you're losing them. You know, I could give you a ton of examples, but you're not going to have it, Scorpio. The King of Wands is saying, the King of Wands is very structured, very practical, very wise with his money, but he's also about starting new ventures. The King of Coins is a millionaire, billionaire, and the reason he's able to generate consistent income is because some of it's active, some of it's passive, because more than one avenue. This is not just about a plan B. This is about the bigger picture. What is the bigger picture for your life, for your career, for what is your legacy, what are you offering? And whatever plans you're making right now is going to work out really well, Scorpio. So even if it came because of stress, thank you, universe. Thank you for that stressful moment, for that that situation that pissed me off, because now it's pushing you and moving you, making you think outside the box and making you think bigger, because it's giving you a little bit more economic independence in some way so you can generate. Now we have the Five of Wands with the Three of Cups. For some of you, I think some of this might be disagreements at work. The Five of Wands is arguments, verbal drama, miscommunication. That all happens. Everyone's so stressed and everyone's so in this. Don't even get me started. They're all on their own mental modes. But this is something that you can resolve. This is something that you can overcome. What the universe is asking of you is don't participate. Don't participate in the storyline, another person's projections, the drama, the verbal altercations. At the end of the day, it really has nothing to do with you. It has to do with everyone's own stories. And that's where we're starting out here. You refuse. Like, I'm not going to partake. I can sit here and brood and be pissed. And I'm Scorpio too. So part of us is like grudge, But no. Have patience with those around you, not because they all deserve it, but because you deserve it. You don't deserve to give your energy away to get worked up. They don't deserve that kind of time. Three of Cups shows that all of this is going to come out in a positive way. So whatever kind of conflict you might have had that might have started last week or in this week, the beginning of this week, it's going to have a positive resolution. The Three of Cups is celebrations, reason to celebrate, friendship, happiness, harmony. It's all going to be great. And you know why? I think sometimes when we put all of our eggs in one basket, maybe this is our only source of income, or it's the only thing we do, it's whatever, it's more stressful. But when you think outside the box and you decide to move things around and to create different revenue or try something else that's different, you take some of those eggs out of that basket. And so what that person has to say or what happened, it doesn't really matter. Fine, do you. You know what I'm saying? Everything is turning out in a very good way. And this stress is meant to kind of be a catalyst and push you. The theme of the week is the Emperor. I love it. The Emperor is the ultimate business owner, but it's someone who takes charge of a situation. They're like, you know what? Don't like this. I'm not going to wait for this to pan out. I'm not going to wait for that to open up. I'm not going to wait. I'm going to take charge. I'm going to make choices. I'm going to create my own opportunity. If there isn't a path, I'm going to create my path. And the Emperor is always 3 steps ahead. And this is that bigger vision we talked about. It does take stability. It does take efficiency. It does take discipline. But more importantly, it takes ambition. And I think this is what you needed. I think so many of us have been so used to just getting by every day, every week, every month, that paycheck, very short-term gratification. And that's not what this is about. The universe wants you to think bigger. Do you want to do this forever? Do you want to retire when you're 45 or 50 or 60? And so being more ambitious, and it's going to push you to say, screw it. I'm going to take that chance. I'm going to take the opportunity. I'm going to try to sell that product. I'm going to try this out. And probably because you're angry, to be quite frank, Scorpio, nothing gets a Scorpio moving like some pretty intense anger. Like, all right, let's see how this is going to go down. And that's just our nature. It's not a bad thing, especially in this regard, because it's helping you to better yourself. It's helping you to expand. It's helping you to fight for yourself and your own happiness, not against somebody, but against a situation you might have put yourself in because maybe you're lazy or you're busy or you just didn't expand the energy, but now you will this week, Scorpio. Good luck with this. I hope this serves you. If you guys would like a more in-depth tarot session, a soul reading, a healing session, my link is down below. Otherwise, I will see you next week for next week's readings.